Everything you need to know about your D&D class can come right from your class's name. So let's start alphabetically. Artificer. The suffix er means someone who does a thing. Artifice is to make stuff, to build tools, to look for solutions to things. So artificer, very simple. Use tools and problem solving to fix problems. Very easy. Barbarian ends with the ian suffix, which means a small version of something. So barbarians are a tiny barbara. Cleric has the same linguistic root as the word clerk, which tells us that a cleric's job is to do paperwork. Druid comes from the name of practitioners of a Gallic religion which existed in Western Europe prior to Christianity. So if you're playing a druid, you are French, Irish, or from the British Isles. Fighter is one of the easier ones. Er is still someone who does something, so fight-er. They fight. Pretty self-explanatory. Monks are people who cloister themselves away in isolated locations to practice religion, philosophy, the sciences, studying, and brewing beer. Do not forget the brewing beer part. That is a very, very important part of being a monk. Paladins are a little bit harder because that's not a word that we use a whole lot, and there isn't like a whole lot of etymology around it. Like the paladins were a group of people who followed Charlemagne around, but the closest definition we can get is like an imperial functionary. So like you are a servant of some greater cause, which makes sense with the oaths. A ranger is very simply someone who travels long distances and goes to different places. Alternatively, you're a car. A rogue is someone who just doesn't do what's expected of them. So anytime that you were supposed to be doing something, don't. Sorcerer, much like the artificer and the fighter, is someone who does something. That er suffix. So figure out what sorcerer is and do that. The warlock, very similarly, your job is to keep the war locked down. Are you doing your job? Because anytime that a war breaks out, your party should justifiably look at you like this. You have one job. One job. Wizard is another one that ends with a suffix that tells us someone who does something frequently. So wizard is wiz, A-R-D. So it's someone who pees a lot.